Hey everybody! Today I'm going to show you how the Think app functions, but before we do that, let's go ahead and go through how to actually install the app. First, we're going to open up the App Store. You can do this in Google Play or in the Apple App Store. You're going to type in Mission WV Think and search. You can see it's one of two apps that show up. We're going to go ahead and hit Get on the Mission West Virginia app and install. Okay, so we're going to open the app. And the first thing we're going to get is this welcome message. And it's going to tell you a little bit about the app and give you some options to log in. I am going to choose to log in as a student, and it's going to tell us that the app is here to provide resources, tips, videos, etc. We're going to hit Get Started and create a username. Our students remain anonymous, so we're going to go ahead and create a fake youth name. Let's see. And then we'll go ahead and hit Next. There we're going to choose the county in which the student resides, and we'll go ahead and choose Putnam County for that, and we'll choose 11th grade. And then we will have the option to choose the school. And since I live in Poca, I'm going to choose Poca High School and click Next. Gender can be any of these options. I'm going to choose female because that's what I am, and I'm going to choose that this person is 17 years old. Next, students don't have the option to upload a photo because we want their privacy to remain intact. We want them to be anonymous all the time if they so choose. So instead, they get to choose an avatar, and I'm going to go with this beautiful little flower as my avatar. And then click Next. Here's our privacy policy. It basically says that we will not sell your information. We may pull some data for reports for our federal grants, but they will not contain specifics on you or your questions. And so it may be a general topic, but it's not going to actually show what you ask. So we're going to do that. Yes, we're going to let it send messages, and then it automatically connects us with our educator. So the educator for Putnam County is Sarah Reeves, and I will have the opportunity now as a student of Sarah's to send her a message. So I can click that and I can type Sarah a message that just says, "Hello. Good to see you again. Can you tell it's okay to let's see, can you tell me if it's okay to use 2 condoms at once?" And then we hit send. Okay, so Sarah has up to 3 days to reply to messages to her students. If Sarah's unavailable, another educator will step in and fill in her place. Say, for example, Sarah's sick, she's having surgery, she's on vacation, whatever the case may be, another educator will fill in and reply in Sarah's place. And it will automatically update that for the student. The student does not need to do a thing. Students also have the ability to look at resources. We have a section set up for teens, and they can choose whatever resources section they're interested in. Let's say they're interested in relationships. They click that, and they're looking for signs of an unhealthy relationship. Let's click that, and look, it takes us directly to our YouTube channel where we have created a video about 10 signs of an unhealthy relationship that the student can watch directly. So they'll be able to go through the 10 signs of an unhealthy relationship. And then at the end, we have everybody should have relationship rights. Here are your rights. You have the right to privacy, both online and offline. You have the right to be safe and respected. You have the right to decide who you want to date or not date. You have the right to choose if and when you have sex and who you have sex with. You have the right to say no at any time to sex, drugs, or alcohol, or even to a relationship, even if you've said yes before. You have the right to hang out with your friends and family and do things you enjoy without your partner getting jealous or controlling. You have the right to end a relationship that isn't right for you or healthy for you, and you have the right to live free from violence and abuse. In this video, we also have text and call options if the student thinks they may be in an unhealthy relationship, so that they can reach out to somebody who is better equipped to help them navigate that relationship. At the top, you can see we have Mission West Virginia Think. We can push that and go right back to our resources. So we have all kinds of resources on here. We recently, in I believe April, launched a podcast. Those episodes are located in here as well, so students and parents can both listen to the podcast. Basically anything that we can find that we think that may be support for the student, we link up here. So you can see there are all the podcast episodes. We have the option for food and clothing, so they can come here and look for blessing boxes near them. We have, sexual health and sex. If you click that, there's, STDs, HIV, HPV, sexual health related articles. Healthcare has a list of health center locations near them. If they click this little crazy little guy at the top, it looks like a little mystery man. He's incognito. If we click that, say a student is looking at our app and they may be in a sensitive relationship or maybe having trouble at home, and they don't want their parents to see what they're looking for or looking at. If somebody walks in and they want to hide what they're looking at, they can click that little button and it'll take them to DuckDuckGo, where it looks like they're just reviewing a bunch of memes. Then they can click out of that to get back. We have a list of events at the bottom. We can actually send out app notifications that we will be at a specific event geared towards a student in a specific area, or geared towards really any profile. We can do parent, we can do youth, we can do middle school, we could do high school, we could do a specific grade level, we could do a specific gender. We can choose who we send notifications to, and that will pop up if they have notifications enabled and they meet the criteria. Otherwise, all the events will be listed right here, so they could go searching for events if they so choose. In a crisis, that takes us to our crisis line. The top piece basically says that if you are in a crisis or looking for help for a friend or family member, there are so many different organizations out there to help you. Most have hotlines that are available 24 hours a day. And then below, you'll find a list of hotlines. The list of crisis support lines will give you a whole list of national hotlines by topic. And then the remaining buttons are the most requested hotlines necessary. So if you click the list of crisis support hotlines, that will take you to our website, where you will see a list of all kinds of crisis support lines, websites based on topics. So you can see we have teen dating violence, suicide, substance abuse, stalking, self-harm, sexual violence, internet crimes, HIV, AIDS, eating disorders, grief, depression, domestic violence, child abuse, bullying. So they can choose to contact one of those organizations directly or view more information on their websites. If a student is in here or even a parent see these resources as well. If they're in here and they have thoughts of suicide, they can click the Suicide Prevention Lifeline. I'm going to go ahead and click that now, and you can see it actually tries to call that lifeline for them. They can choose to call directly from that button without typing in anything. Teen dating violence will also call Love is Respect for teen dating violence support, and 911. I am not going to click that because I don't want to accidentally call 911. But 911 is always there if you are in immediate danger or need immediate assistance for anything. In the bottom, you have a More button. If you click that, you can choose About, and that tells you all about Mission West Virginia. You can click on the links in our article to learn more about the Think program or our foster adoptive program. But the main goal is here just to let them know that we have this program available, and there's so much more information on our site. Also, there is a Settings button. Settings button allows you to change your avatar. Say I don't want that flower anymore, and I decided I want to go with this beautiful, cute little puppy here. I can do that and click Accept, and it will update. If I change schools and I need to choose a different county, I can do that. I can go in and say I'm still in 11th grade, but now I want to, I'm switching to St. Albans High School. I can save those changes as well. So once that happens, a new educator will be assigned automatically. The student does nothing to prompt that to happen. It will automatically happen based on assignment in the back end of the system. And now you can see the messages go to Malia Penn rather than to Sarah Reeves. Now I am going to go in here and I'm going to reset the app, and I'm going to do that so that I can show you how the parent side functions. Okay, so let's reset the app. Click yes. Boom, we're back to the very beginning welcome screen. I'm going to choose I am a parent or guardian. This tells us that communicating with your teen, it can be very difficult. So you're going to choose I am a parent. Getting started. Parent of T will be my name. And parents can choose to remain anonymous as well if they so choose. Click next. This time I'm going to choose this beautiful butterfly and click next for my avatar. Yes, I've read the privacy policy. Next. I'm going to add a connection. My student will be in Cabell County. They are going to be in 7th grade. The student will attend Huntington Middle School, and they are male, and they are 11. That will automatically connect the parent with Oliver. Oliver is the educator at that particular school. Now, say I'm a parent and I actually have 2 children that's in 2 different schools. I could choose add another connection. And I'm going to say that my other kid actually goes to school in Putnam County. Okay, just for example. And they are in 10th grade. Say maybe they live with their dad or something. Where is that? And they go to Hurricane High School, and they are female. And they are 15. So you can see the parent can actually have multiple connections for as many students as they have in our schools. So say they have 2 children that are at Huntington Middle and 1 at Hurricane High School in 2 different counties, that's okay. We'll connect you with the educator appropriate for that particular student. Now, parents also have access to the teen resources as well as the parent resources, which the parent resources are similar to the teen resources. However, they are geared more towards parents. So the warning signs of bullying is actually a video that we created specifically for parents that will actually go over the different warning signs. Do you suspect your child's being bullied, but you're just not sure? Here's what to do. Here's some warning signs. Warning signs go on for a while because there's quite a bit of warning signs. What to do if I recognize any of these bullying signs, and support information. So that's all there, and that video is specific to parents. We also have a full playlist that's nothing but parent videos. Now let's go back to the app. Let's say I need to find something health related. I'm going to go here I'm going to see the Parent Sex Ed Center. I'm going to click on that. It's going to take us to Advocates for Youth, which has quite a bit of information on their site. So as you can see, resources are available. Our podcast, food and clothing, which is the blessing boxes. A lot of this is the same, but it's just kind of skewed for parents. This is communicating with your teen. Talking to your teen is a hotline. This is from the Domestic Violence Hotline, and it has information on how to talk to your teen about tough topics. Same thing here. We wrote this article about talking to your teen about dating, sex, and birth control, and that takes you there. And here, interesting, in this article, I actually linked several additional resources, which will be added to the app. We just haven't gotten that far yet, but this will take you to various sections where you could click on, say, here for Planned Parenthood talks or whatever. Now, parents also have access to all the events. Same thing here. We can actually send notifications to parents. Say we are having an event specific towards parents. We can send a notification out to them. We could send notifications out to parents of children in 8th grade. Just whatever criteria we need to. Intercrisis information is the same. So say a parent is looking for a list of crisis support lines. That is here for them as well. And again, there is the About section, which is the same for parents, and the settings. And so parents can choose a new avatar, change their name, whatever they need to do here. And there's also the Reset app section there. So if they decide they no longer need the app, their child graduates, they want to reset it and get their information out of there, that is okay. So the last thing I want to show you is what happens if I close the app and reopen it. So this will happen both for students and for parents, but if you close the app and you reopen it, you will get a new little welcome screen. And this is kind of our home screen. Tells you a little bit about Mission West Virginia, and then you have the big buttons at the bottom that say messages, events, about, and crisis. And so there you can choose those big buttons to go directly to your messages to see if Oliver had replied to our message or not. I can actually go in and type a message to Oliver. Hi, Oliver. How do I talk to my child about sexting? Can you help? And hit send. Oliver will receive that message just like with Sarah in the student example. They have 3 days to respond to the parent. Typically, the responses are going to be quite a bit quicker, but that just gives us a little bit of leadway in case one of our educators is out in a school teaching or whatever. That gives them a little bit of time to actually review and respond to those questions. All right, guys, if you have any questions on how this app works, both either from the parent or from the student perspective, feel free to reach out to me or to us directly at mwv@missionwv.org, and we will help you figure that out. Again, look for the little Think app logo. As you can see, it's right there on the screen. And that's what you're going to look for when you are in the App Center. Go download it today. Even if you are not in one of our West Virginia counties, you can still have access to all the resources and the information on the events and the crisis hotline number. So it's really kind of a valuable app, even if you are not in one of our counties. All right, have a good day.